See how many people hop in here. Well, it looks like there's somebody in here. Somebody liked the video. Oh, what's up, Marco? How's it going, buddy? I'm doing a little Prybar Collection live. I figured I would show off my Prybar collection with everybody. I got quite a few, so I figured I would show off my Prybar collection. I got stuff from different makers in here, and I wanted to show pretty much everything that's available on the market from different makers. I want to say majority of these are all USA made too, as well. There's some really cool makers out there. So, yeah, I want to smoke 144. No, I'm not getting I'm not getting on the drop from Nice Guy Machine Company. I did get on the last couple drops, but I'm not getting on that one. I just ordered another Lynch Northwest All Access Pass the other day, so I'm waiting on that to come in. But I'm not getting in on the what is it? The bar tool that he made, the one that he's releasing tonight, right? I believe the one that he's releasing tonight. That one's a little big for my taste. Um, which reminds me, I actually left out my side piece that's in my sling bag, in my everyday carry bag that I carry. I actually forgot my side piece in there. That's one of my pry bars too. That's the only one I forgot. I actually have a side piece as well. But yeah. You're not a fan? Yeah, it's just a little too. I think it's just it's very specific for very specific people. I'm not a drinker and stuff like that, so I'm not in the bar scene or anything, so I don't really need it. It's just a little too big of a pry bar in my for my taste, at least. But this is a really cool pry bar. This is from Prometheus Design Works. I like this one. This one I got as a gift from my buddy Damien, Replicant EDC. Gave me this one. I forget what this one's called. I think it's the SPD or SP1 I think it's called SPD. I like the ball bearing on here that this one has. I think that's cool. What you use them for are the collectors. For me, I use them for everything I don't want to use my knife for. I do light prying with them. I don't mainly for scoring open Amazon boxes. I've used them to bust open zip ties. I have used them for that, but I'm not huge into I'm not a hardcore guy. I'm not out there chopping logs or anything like that. So I don't really see the need for like a tool steel. Titanium works just fine for me. I do understand that there's guys out there that want tool steel. They're using their stuff a lot harder. So I get that. But for me, titanium just works. That works just fine. But but yeah, if they got a sharper edge on them, I'm using them for scoring open up packages and scraping stuff like that, stickers and all that kind of stuff. I got kids, man, so anything and any at work they're not very knife friendly, so I like to carry a pry bar at work. So, but yeah, this is the Prometheus Design Works SPD, I believe this one's called. And it's cool too because this one takes a 1/4 inch bit. It's got a magnet in there, so you can stick that in there and use it. These I'm not sure if these are more like a when they take the quarter inch bit, I like that it's there, you know, but I'm not sure if it's more like a gimmick. You know what I'm saying? So, right, and it's got like the oxygen tank wrench, but like, who's using that? You know what I mean? Not really me. I'm not like a paramedic or anything like that. I could totally see if you are one, but yeah, I don't really get that. But I guess they'd rather add it, just something else to have on there. But yeah, there's that one. This is one of my newest acquisitions. This is if you guys haven't heard of Vice Hardware, they actually have a new pry bar. This is their M1, and you actually have to search it on their website. I actually came across this on Amazon, and you can configure it however you want, grade 2 titanium or grade 5 titanium. I don't know the difference between grade 2 or grade 5 titanium. Obviously, there's a difference in probably its strength. Oh, hey Stacy, how you doing? There's obviously a difference in its strength or quality, I guess. I went with the grade 2 titanium. I don't feel a difference. I like the design. I like how it's milled out. It's made in the US, a bit, made in USA. But Vice Hardware, if you guys can see that, really really cool. And you can configure it. They come in different colors, so you pick out the pocket clip. I went with the silver, but they got like blue, purple, bronze, whatever you want, really. So that's pretty cool. You can do that. I like the way that the pocket clip works. The retention's really well. It's a really good pry. I like the pry tip on here. I like the design on this one. And the difference in price on these is like uh the grade 5 titanium is 125 and the grade 2 I think is like $80. So, not bad at all. This one right here, I've carried a shit ton. It's went through the washing machine. This is the Nice Guy Machine Company Middleman. I've used it a ton. This one's got by far probably the most use out of all my pry bars, just because of the shape. I love the staccato, like serrations on this thing. I love the tip on here, how sharp it is. I can score open packages. It just feels like a really nice, well-made tool. One of my absolute favorites. Pocket clip is extremely beefy on this one. Yeah, this one's crazy. This one's got really beefy pocket clip on it. Yeah, this one's really cool. I like this one a lot. But this one's got some of the most usage out of it. These are the first ones that I ever got when I first got in the pry bars. If you guys aren't aware, this one's from Tactical and Portable, TMP. Jose is a veteran. He makes some pretty cool pry bars. As you can see in the pocket clip right here, it's got a place where you can put a quarter-inch bit as well. You got a big generous loop right here for all you lanyard fans. All you lanyard fans rejoice. I like his milling that he does right here, because when your finger lands, it's right there where you need to be for scraping or prying. This one's in the bronze. I went through a kick on these because I freaking loved them. Uh, these were awesome. This was my first introduction into EDC pry bars, and these range from like 55 to $65, 75 I think, depending on the anodization. This one's in bronze. This one's really cool. This one's in dark brass, or not dark brass, dark ash. Sorry, dark ash. So it's got bronze screws, and he puts this in like an oil when it's heat treated. When he heats up the titanium, and he puts it in like an oil, and it gives it this really cool finish to it. It looks really nice. I like it. It's one of my favorites. So yeah, I like that one. And then this one right here is this one here is my very first one that I ever got. This one is the tiebreaker, the very first one. This one's in Stonewash. Yeah, this one's really sick. And then this one right here is the Nice Guy Machine Company stubs. This one's really cool. I like this one a lot. This one's a non-thirsty version. I'm not a drinker, so I don't need the thirsty version. If there's an option to get them without the bottle opener, I typically don't. If it looks good. This one's gotten quite a bit of pocket time. I love this one as well. I just like the overall aesthetic of this one. I love the pocket clip on it. It looks really good, well done. Yeah, this one's really sweet. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, guys. Welcome in. This one is a Lynch Northwest All Access Pass. I forget what version. I want to say it's the V2.6. Lynch has a lot of pry bars. They are a mainstay in the EDC community. They're not going anywhere. And I always, when anybody asks me, whenever they're getting into titanium pry bars or anything, when they get into the EDC hobby, and they ask me, you know, which one should I go for, I always steer them towards a Lynch Northwest pry bar. The reason for that is because they have the most plethora of pry bars out there. You can get them with a pocket clip, without a pocket clip. You can get big ones. You can get the big long ones that you want. You can get smaller ones. You can get them in tool steel. You can get them with you can get them with tool steel. You can get them with titanium. It's a plethora of stuff that you can get with Lynch. Also, they have the best packaging on the market, in my opinion, for a pry bar. So, you know, you're not spending a ton of money because like Nice Guy Machine Company is a very like, and this isn't a knock on his stuff because he makes great products, but like this was over $200. This is like $100. And so you're paying half the price, but you're getting, I feel like you're going to feel more confident in your purchase with this. You're getting a USA made. You can see the USA flag under the pocket clip, which I think is really cool. You're getting a USA made product. You're getting exceptional packaging. It's like opening up a present on Christmas morning. You know what I mean? You're getting stuff that has a warranty on it. They have great warranty on their products, which I'm not saying that Nice Guy Machine Company doesn't, but you're just getting a lot of value there for your money. And and especially if you're looking for your very first pry bar, I always steer people towards a Lynch, just in case you know it's not for you or something like that. At least you know you got a good quality product out of it, and you didn't have to spend $200. So that's the reason why I always steer people towards a Lynch Northwest product. And I got another one coming in the mail that's a really cool color. Look out for my video on that I upload to YouTube. It's going to be pretty cool. This one was a gift from Lefty EDC for my birthday a few years ago that he picked up for me. This one's a Maverick Customs pry bar with the frag. This one's really sick looking. It's got the deep carry pocket clip. This one's a DLT Trading exclusive, which I don't know if I could pull it up on the light. There you go, right there. DLT Trading. It's got the bottle opener on the end. This one I keep in my tool bag. Really, really cool. I like that one. There's another Nice Guy Machine Company pry bar. This is like the Doris, I believe, but without the pocket clip. I forget what the name of this one was when I bought it. I've got so many pry bars, guys. It's hard to remember all the names. I love the fingerprint that he put on this, and I love how wide the pry is on this. You can really get in there and get up under what you got to get up under with this thing. And this is thin, it's lightweight. I even kept a lanyard on this one, and I'm not a lanyard guy at all. Really, really cool. Yeah, I like that one. This one's another special one to me. This is a Vero Engineering Fulcrum, but this one's special to me. When my daughter was born, Kev, Lefty EDC, Jake from Bearded Gear, Kyle from DTM Knives and Gear, they actually had this one special engraved for me with my channel logo and my daughter's name engraved on it for me when my daughter was born. And they all went in on it and got it for me as a gift, which I thought was really cool. And this is one that'll never leave the collection. One of my prized possessions right here. I love this thing. I've owned a few Fulcrums, but this one always remains in my collection. I love this one. And this one takes the bits that you could put in here and use as a driver. So that one's really cool. Let's see. Okay. Now we're getting into a new maker. This is from 6G Hardware. Dusty is a really cool dude. He makes some really, really nice stuff. Look at the machining on that. Look at that starburst pattern. This is a keychain, little pocket pry, little pry. Really, really cool. I love that. But yeah, Dusty is a welder, and he happens to make pry bars as well. This is the Big Honcho. This is the first one I ever bought from him, with the frag pattern and the bottle opener. It's got the pocket clip. These are made in the USA. If you haven't checked out 6G Hardware, I recommend that you do. This one's got the finger ring, so you can spin it around and have a fidget as well. This is his newest version. This is the Commander. This actually takes a Chris Reeve pocket clip, and this was designed after the Nkosi. Really, really cool. This, how he did this was he took inspiration from the Jekyll and Hyde back spacers that you can get on the Chris Reeve knives, which is really cool. Yeah, if I can get the focus, there we go. Yeah, really cool stuff. I like this. And then you could pick the different anodization for the screws. I just went with silver. And then you can get it in different finishes as well. I went with glass blasted for mine. Fantastic pry. This one, and I got one more. This one was another gift from Lefty EDC. He was at Blade Show and picked this one up for me as a gift. This one is from Vosteed. I forget what this one is called, but this one's from Vosteed, and this one's pretty cool. I like this one. This one's got the nail puller on there, kind of like the Lynch Northwest has a nail puller as well. I like how they have the nail puller or staple pullers. Those ones are cool. I like the wire pocket clip on this. Makes it extremely deep carry. Really cool. It looks like a piranha. That might be the name of it. I don't remember. But yeah, this one's super cool. These are all been collected over the years. And I've these are. It's not like I just woke up one day and decided to have a shitload of different, pry bars. These have all been collected over the years, and some of them were gifts, and that I've just never gotten rid of, or because I'm not going to get rid of gifts. And then all the other ones I bought over time. This is the last one that I have. Beside my side piece, which is in my bag, like I explained earlier. But this is my Notorious EDC beer bomb. Not really a pry bar, but I included it because it's got a pry tool in the back. This is more of a novelty. I've owned a couple of these in the past. A lot of people like these. These are great for taking photos, EDC photos. It's a great bottle opener for like Topo Chico for the water, old school sodas, beer, whatever. It's got a flathead screwdriver right there. The eye is also a place for a 1/4 inch bit, and then you can use these. I guess you'd call them like fins or whatever. Um, but you can use that to score open a package. I've had this one now for like 5 years. This one's gotten a ton of use. This one's my favorite one. It's like a little good luck charm that I keep with me. Uh, I carry it in my pouch, and yeah, I love this one. This one's really cool. The beer bomb, I would like one, but yeah, they're hard to get. They're not easy to get. You have to be on the drops. You have to sign up for the email notification. You have to stay on top of that kind of stuff. They're definitely not easy to get. Liar. What am I lying about? But yeah, this one is really cool. I really enjoy this one. But like I said, these are more of like a novelty rather than like the other stuff. Like I would much prefer having an actual pry bar. Um, this I get enjoyment out of because it looks cool. It's great for EDC photos and such. But yeah, that is my total pry bar collection that I've had over the years, guys. Um, yeah, this is everything that I've collected over the years. Really cool stuff. I'm happy with it, and I'm sure the collection will continue to grow over time. And I'm extremely pleased with what I have. I probably have way more than I need, but I'm a collector, and I'm definitely I'm into this kind of stuff. I never really expected to be a pry bar collector, but I definitely am. I didn't even realize I had this much until I started like digging all of it out. I didn't even realize I had that many. I actually had to go start digging because most of them are in like pouches and bags and put up and stuff like that. I didn't even realize I had this many. So, thank you, Stacy. I appreciate that. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for this one. I'm gonna cut this off, and I just want to share you guys my pry bar collection. I figured I'd go live and share that with you guys. So hope you guys have a good evening, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.